All right, the claim with today's strategy is that a longtime dealer has never seen it lose. Now, we know that's impossible. All strategies lose at some point. But let's go ahead and take a look at this one and see really how good this strategy is. Casino craps, it might look complicated, but at its core, it's a simple game. Roll the dice, bet on the correct number, and win. Hi, I'm Jeremy, and I am a craps fanatic. My job, to teach you the game, to teach you the math and some strategies, and with a little luck, you can color up. This strategy has been popping up on YouTube, and the claim is that it never loses. Now, the name for this strategy is called the Wheezy. So let me tell you how it works, and then we'll roll it out a little bit later and see exactly how it does. And maybe I could do my magic and show it as a loser. We'll see. Now, this is a hybrid strategy. So what you're going to do is start with a $30 bet on the don't pass. There's more ways to lose this bet than to win on the come out roll. So already we're facing an uphill climb. But let's say we can get past the point and we establish a number. What we're going to do is bet $15 each on the 4 and 10. Now, if the point's 4 or 10, we're done with our setup. If the point's any number inside, then we're going to actually make an additional lay bet of $30. Now, once the point is on, our bet here on the don't pass is or has the advantage to win. It's the most likely winner because it is playing with the 7. Now, if we do roll a 7 before the 8, our odds bet on the 6 or 8 would get paid $25. If the point was the 5 or 9, our lay bet would get paid $20. And then our flat bet gets paid 1-to-1 or $30. The problem is if we roll the point back, why? Well, we have $60 at risk. So just like any strategy, there are certainly holes to allow you to lose with this strategy. But let's play it out. So the 7, most likely winner, so we're in good shape there. If the 7 were to roll here, we would win $50 and lose our $30 here. We're up 20 bucks, great. If one of the 4 or 10 rolls, and it's going to depend how they pay you, if it's an automatic buy or not, we'll just play it as place bets. So the 4 or 10, either one, is going to pay $27. What you're going to do is pull that number down and pull down your odds bet. So now you're in great position. If the 7 were to roll, we'd lose our $15 here. We'd win $30 here for another $15 profit. If we roll the 10, we'd win $27, and now we're in a can't lose position, even if the 9 were to roll, because we would have a profit locked in. And hey, even if the 9 were to roll and we lose our don't, well, we lose 30, but right there is 27. So we're only out $3. This is a bit of a grinding strategy. So, if you like plenty of time at the table, hopefully it's not too volatile on your bankroll, this might be a strategy for you. So let's go ahead and roll out the Wheezy. All right, we're going to play this out with a $300 budget. I'm going to start with $30 on the don't pass. Let's get a point established, see where it goes, and go from there. Here we go, coming out. 8 the hard way, 8 hard. Point will be 8. So we're going to throw in $30 to the dealer, ask him to place the 4 and 10. And then because it's an inside number, we're going to lay odds of $30. I know people don't like to lay odds on these inside numbers a lot of time, but the fact is the 7 is favored to win, and you get paid pretty well. You get paid $25 for this $30 bet as a favorite. 30 pays 25 because you are the 6-5 favorite. All right, let's roll it out and see what happens. 10, there we go, that's a good number for us. So 15, as a place bet, we're going to pay out 27. We're going to tell the dealer, pull down my 10, and then we're actually going to pull back our lay odds bet. You can pull odds bet anytime you like. So we'll just rack that. And essentially we're safe no matter what happens. Ideally, we roll the 4 and then the 7, but let's just roll it out and see what happens here. There's an 8, so point hit, so we lose our $30. Puck's going to go off. But we had 127, so we're only out a couple bucks. So let's go ahead and give it a new try. You can wait for a new shooter if you want. I mean, it really doesn't make a difference, but we're going with $30. And this bet's off, so we don't have to worry about that. It's just set up for the next shooter. But it is the same shooter, so let's go ahead and come out. Same shooter, 6 this time, out on the 6. So again, we're going to lay 30. against the 6, and then let's throw in our $15 on the 10 and try it again. Remember, we just want to avoid the point if we can, and there's the 7. So we lose 30, but we get paid, well, let me do it this way. We get paid 25 for the odds and 30 for the flat bet. So essentially profited $25 there. Puck will go off, and we can reset. This time we'll have I'll dump the dice, new shooter. Coming out, here we go. 8 the hard way, 8 hard. 6 and 8s. Can't be afraid of them though. So again, we'll throw in our $30 to the dealer. Ask him to place the 4 and 10. And then we're going to lay against the 8 for $30. Here we go. We just want to avoid that 8 if we can. 2. 2 craps. 12 crap, shooting crap numbers. 5s. 4, easy 4. There we go. That's a good one for us. Our 15 will pay 27. Dealer, pull down that 4. Well, we're going to pull back our odds ourselves. So worst case scenario, what do we say? We lose $3. Best case, we roll the 10 or the 7. Just want to avoid the 8 from here on out if we can. There's another 5. But again, it's not the end of the world if we do. All right, there's the 7. So we lose our 15 here, but we get paid 30 there. So another $15 profit. Love to see that. So we'll just rack that up. New shooter, here we go. Let's get our $30 starting out on the don't. Come out roll hasn't bit us yet. There's an 8, meaning we haven't rolled a 7 or 11. Out on the 8. $30 for our 4 and 10. We're going to lay 30. Here we go. Just want to avoid the 8 if we can. The point right back there's a 5. Oh, and there it is. There's the 8. That is not what we want to see. So I think right there we lose 60, and essentially I think we gave away all of our profit there. Puck will go off. Now it is the same shooter, so again, you can just wait and play it out. I would say anytime it comes down, they can't get us twice, can they? Same shooter coming out. 4. Point's going to be 4. Now when the point's 4, it's 10. Again, we don't lay odds. We're just going to play it as it is. So here, if we roll a 7, we break even. If we roll a 4, we essentially lose 30, but we win, well, 27, so we're out $3. Ideally, we're just rolling for the 10 here at this point. So this is where kind of the real big grind comes in. Yo, 11. Let's see how it plays out, though. 4-point hit. Ooh, we're hitting points. You might want to stay away from the shooter on the don't, right? So we lose 30. We win 27. Not that big a deal. Puck will go off. And are you afraid of the shooter? Maybe. But I'm going right after him again. So let's go $30 again on the don't. Same shooter coming out. 10. Point is 10. So same situation, just on the other side. So we're really rolling for that 4. There's a 9. There's a 5. There's another 5. There's a 10. All right. He's hitting points, but it didn't hurt us too bad, right? So we lose 30. We win 27. I lost another $3. Jeremy, you going to keep fighting this shooter? Yes, I am. He can't keep knocking me off. All right, $30 on the don't. Here we go. Same shooter, hot shooter, coming out. We're only losing a few bucks at a time. Except for there, on the come out 7, we lose 30. So again, you could wait for a new shooter. That's more superstitious than anything. You know, people, if you believe in trends or whatever, but mathematically, the math is the math. So waiting, going right back, I don't know. All right, same shooter who's really starting to hurt us. We're out on the 9. I told you, can't lose strategies. I find a way and show a way to lose. All right, our place bets are set up. We're going to add, I need some change here because I've been getting beat a little bit. I'm going to add or lay 30 and odds to win back 20 because we're the 6-4 favorite or 3-2. All right, here we go. Just avoid the 9. All right, there's the 7. So we lose 30, we win 20 for the odds, and we win 30 for a flat bet. Puck will go off. Okay, that was a little bit of a ride. All right, we'll stay for 30. Rack this up. Dump the bowl as a new shooter. And here we go. 4 the hard way, 4 hard. So right on the 4, we're not going to do anything except for put our place bets up. And really, we're looking for the 10. If you're worried about the 4 roll, you can, hey, throw in $1 on the hard way. Eliminates another, well, you'd have to throw in a couple more dollars. Well, not really. If you roll the hard 4, you also win this bet. So you would win 27 plus 7. That would more than cover that $30 loss. So you can do that if you'd like. Since I mentioned it, I might as well do it, right? And here we go. 3 corrects. 2 spot and a dot. Really just kind of hunting for that 10 right now. There's a 7. But that's the cost. If you throw in that extra $1, now we lose 31 to only win back 30. So we lost $1 there. All right. Rack that up. Dump the bowl. New shooter. Coming out. Here we go. 10 the hard way. 10 hard. That'll be our point, which means it's going to be difficult to win some money. It's also difficult to lose money. All right, this is the grind. Shooting for that 4. There's a 5. 7 we don't care about. Really the 10-point hit, there it is. We don't really care about. Again, we lose 30, but win 27. That's what I mean we don't care because it's just, you know, $3 at risk. That's not the end of the world. Puck will go off. Same shooter, though, coming out. Yo 11, that one hurts. $30 down. Just replace that. Here we go. 8, easy 8. That'll be our point. So our place bets are in place. Let's go ahead, lay our 30 in odds. Let's roll that 4 or 10, and then the 7. There's a 10, there we go. So 15 is going to win 27. We pull down that 10. We pull down the odds, and now we want to roll the 4 and then the 7. We just want to avoid the 8. There's a 6. Dice off the table, no roll. Keep it on the table, sir. Oh, we hit the 8. So down comes the 30. Puck goes off. I told you I could show a strategy. Can't lose strategy to lose. All right, $30. Same shooter coming out. Here we go. Point is 5. We will lay 30 against the 5 and get our place bet on the 10 back up. Let's roll that 4 or 10. There's a 7. That'll work. We lose 30. We get paid 20. And then we get paid 30 for our flat bet. The puck will go off. And let's go ahead and end it there. What do we start with? $300. And we'll see. We'll see. I think it'll be close, I think. All right, what do we got here? We've got 200. Yeah, we start with 300, 200, 225. Yeah, we're down. 250, 260, 265, 270, 271. So not actually as bad as I thought. I mean, can't lose strategy. Obviously, I just showed it losing $29. But, you know, if you kept playing, could you win that back? I'm actually surprised. It seemed like the dice were finding ways to knock off points and whatever, and we're still only down $29. Pretty interesting. But that is the Wheezy strategy. All right, let's go ahead and graph out the Wheezy in dicer.io. This is using today's rolls. I imported today's rolls, and we see how that graphs out. And now let's go ahead and compare it against our standards, the 3-point Molly, Dolly, and the conservative Hedgehog, which I think should do pretty decent. This is, again, with today's imported rolls. And the Hedgehog is our only winner. So you see it's kind of a flat line, just like the Wheezy, very conservative, middle-of-the-road strategy. And interestingly, while the 3-point Dolly and Molly were kind of opposites, they both ended up down, you know, in the $50, $60 range. So not too good for those. And then our conservative strategies ended up pretty decent. All right, let's go ahead and do this with a random 10 shooters. This is $15 table, $300 bankrolls. So you can see, well, the 3-point Molly, it busted out and ran out of money. This must have been a good don't roll, as the 3-point Dolly ended up over $1,000. And then you see the conservative strategies do what they do. They essentially ended up at the same starting point, around $300. Let's go ahead and give it another 10 random shooters. Again, 3-point Molly busted. Our don't was up, and it came back, and it did finish up a little bit higher. It won a couple hundred as a don't strategy, and the conservative strategies kind of right there. The Hedgehog doing slightly, well, they're essentially the same. Let's give it one last try. Maybe we can get a good roll. No. And the 3-point Molly again busts out. So I'm getting some don't rolls, I guess, here. You see these shorter sections are, you know, a couple, 2, 3 rolls. Our don't and Wheezy actually did the best, and the Hedgehog lost a little bit. If you're enjoying my videos, consider supporting the Color Up channel by joining my club, the Color Up Club. It's an awesome community of craps enthusiasts just like me, and I also give out some free swag. So check out my website, colorup.club.